Welcome to the Basque country, a unique region located in the north of Spain with its own language, traditions, and distinctive geographical and cultural landscape. In this video, I'm going to travel around this region with you. I'm gonna talk to locals, show you what life is like there and what's worth visiting, so be sure to watch until the very end and let's get it started. We will start our journey in Bilbao, the biggest city in the Basque country and its economical center. The population is about 350,000 people, and let's see what it has to offer. So guys, the rain just finished in Bilbao and I'm ready to walk around the city. And by the way, when you are walking here, you see wonderful bridge. You think that there is a river downstairs like in almost every other city in Europe, but it's not. I'm absolutely sure that you're like myself, very intrigued to know about life in Bilbao and the Basque country in general. So right now I'm going out of my comfort zone and I'm gonna do street interviews with the local, asking them about their language, about life here. And by the way, I usually never do that. I love interviews, but I'm used to do interviews with the people that I know. And I don't think I ever did street interviews, so please don't forget to push the like button and leave a comment for me doing like such an interesting thing for you. Which language do you know better, Basque or Spanish?
I think in our case we learn Spanish at home with our parents, but then we learn Basque in school. Okay. And I think here in Bilbao most people know Spanish better than Basque, yes. But everybody younger than 35 knows Basque in school, and I think it's a good language. The little
I feel
ones.
like it's very important for us, the language, because it's very special, different. It's one of the first languages known in the world, and we are very proud of it.
Okay.
Yes, we like it a lot. In the countryside or in the villages that are next to the sea, the people speak a better Basque than
Yes.
Spanish, because it's their mother tongue, and they speak like a very different language than ours, because I mean they speak like as a different way, different to us.
Yes. Everybody speaks Spanish here, but there are some situations, maybe in a bar or in a library, they speak you in euskera. But if you just tell them, I'm sorry, I don't speak euskera, they immediately change to Spanish, so there's no problem here.
What language do you speak in your family?
Germany, Spanish, English,
Wow.
and yeah, that's it.
Yeah, me only Spanish, but yeah.
What is more common to speak in the families, Basque or Spanish language?
If you go to big cities in Basque country like Bilbao or San Sebastian, they usually speak Spanish, but if you go to
Like towns or
village or that sort of things, they are more like Basque and they speak.
yeah, but here in Bilbao it's more common to speak Spanish.
Yeah, that's it.
Thing I like the most, I think it's the environment, and it has the advantages of a big city, but it's not that big, and that's cool. And the worst thing for me maybe is that it's not really near the coast, because my hometown is in front of the sea. My house is in front of the sea, and here maybe you have to take a train or half an hour. But
I think the people and the food.
Okay.
Yeah, people here is different, I think.
Why they're different?
The way they feel the things, they are like more intense.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's so cool. And what don't you like about Bilbao?
Probably here it's always raining, as you see, so a little bit more sunny could be great.
I would say the same. Yeah.
The best thing is for me the food. I think
yes,
food
could
here
be the
is
food,
really good.
and for me also the landscape. I mean, if we need to go to the sea, it's very close to here, and the mountain as well.
Yeah.
And the worst could be the weather.
The weather sometimes is
Very
in winter.
rainy.
Yeah, it rains a lot, but for example in summer it's okay because it's cool and we don't have that heat they have in the south of Spain.
At some points, you might feel a little bit like
Unsafe.
yeah, unsafety. Maybe at night. For example, there's a big park near here, and there are a lot of robberies and that stuff at night. But it is not the usual thing to happen.
You have to be like careful with your phone and that things, but normally it's okay.
It's very safe place to live, and people is very kind. We have the sea near our home and also the mountains. I think it's a very good place to live here.
Yes, I really feel safe.
Okay.
They must go to Samames, the football pitch over there,
And if you have the opportunity to visit like in a match, like seeing athletic, it could be great because I think it's the most like beautiful here in Bilbao.
Try some food because the food here is really nice, and just get lost between the streets.
The old town, yes, it's very cool. The Arenal, where it's called, you have the Arriaga Theatre
And of course the Guggenheim Museum,
Yes.
which is the icon for the city, and I like it so much.
Yes, I'm going there right now.
Very nice.
I honestly wanted to make interviews of people from different ages, but only young people agreed to give me an interview. All others, they were not so confident with their English and didn't feel so comfortable. But anyways, I still hope that you got an idea about life in Bilbao. And as the girl mentioned, there is a very famous museum that Bilbao is famous all around the world for, and we are going to check it out right now. Oh my god, that's amazing! I found this museum around 5 years ago and really wanted to visit it since that. Just look at this masterpiece. Let's go! The Guggenheim Museum has gained worldwide fame thanks to its incredible design. Right now the entrance ticket costs 18 euros for adults and 9 euros for students. And trust me, since the first minutes when you walk inside of it, the museum takes your breath away. Guggenheim Museum, it's a museum of contemporary art. You can see here many installations about the Second World War, about love, about space. So I think this place is for everybody and each person will find something that he likes. For example, let me show you some installations that are to my taste. Just wow, amazing. I definitely understand why it's like the most iconic place of the city. Is definitely worth a visit. Just look at this baby. Oh my god, he's twice bigger than I am. I would like to share my impressions of Bilbao, and to be very honest, I didn't really like the city in the beginning, and there was nothing wrong with it. It seemed very clean, the architecture was nice, but it seemed kind of without soul, if you understand what I mean. Bilbao is quite industrial city, and it's recently just started attracting more tourists and creating something unique from the city. For example, San Sebastian, it's much more popular for tourists because of its amazing architecture. And as many locals told me, Bilbao now is trying to catch up with San Sebastian. And right now, after walking here for the half of the day, I like it much more. It seems super green, there are quite nice places, and I would definitely recommend you to take a look at the city when you're gonna visit the Basque country. I became hungry and it was time for the lunch. I came to some local cafe bar where lots of people are sitting. I decided it's a good sign, and I decided to try Casole. It's a local sparkling wine. My Spanish friend told me I must try it here. It's okay. A little bit like sour white wine. She told me it's a little bit sparkling. It might be, but not to my taste. And also I decided to try some mini burger and also sandwich with something. So good. It's like a croissant with some crab salad, vegetables and ham. I love it. The burger was great as well. I really like the combination of sweet onions and salty meat. Overall, I had a very good impressions of Bilbao. Yes, it might be industrial city and not so for tourists, but it definitely has some nice places to visit. And from what I saw at the night, it seems like nightlife is quite good here. The next day started with a road trip with my friends. I started exploring the north of Spain, Bilbao region, and right now I came to the place which is famous all around the world after Game of Thrones, because it was filmed there. Let's see this amazing view. So nice! Jon Snow, where are you? Where are you, boy? Can't see him like anything else. Well, even despite this fog, the views are stunning. And as probably many of you, I recently watched The House of Dragon, and I think this place was also there, if I'm not making a mistake. But from Game of Thrones for sure.
At some point, I want to hear how a Night's Watch recruit became king in the north.
As long as you tell me how a Lannister became hand to Daenerys Targaryen.
And it's so cool to visit such places, and it really, the views remind me of Northern Ireland when I've been there. It may be stupid, but I can't help but thinking that all these creeks that you can see on the road are actually for the people who died. Like, I know it's not like that, but similar to what you see on the roads. And when you see like such scary views, you wouldn't get surprised if it was true. Take a look at this view. Magnificent. Okay, so we have castle, we have horse, white horse. The question is, where is the prince? Tanya suggested me to kiss this lizard and perhaps it could turn into prince, but I didn't think so. Look at the difference between Spanish and Basque language. I know that Spanish people are very surprised, and some Spanish people also told me that Basque language reminds them of Russian. Hello, little boy. Oh. After visiting the castle, we decided to go close to the beach and have a lunch there. Okay, crazy Basque, man. No dogs, no horses. Where else could you find this sign? Basque country is very famous for its tapas. It's kind of mini sandwich. We see here shrimps, octopus, tortilla, so we're gonna try it again and probably have some drink. I was recommended to try this drink. It's sort of local wine, but not so alcoholic and quite sweet, so I like it. And worth to mention that it's not actually tapas. In Basque country, it's called Pintxos, but it's more or less similar to what you see in the rest of Spain. The next morning, we took our coffee and continued traveling around. So guys, as my local friends told me, the best way of traveling in Basque country is visiting small towns next to the coast, because everybody said they bring so much vibe to this place, and this is exactly what we're going to do today. So we just came to Zumania, and let's see what it looks like. Zumania is a very tiny and calm town in the north. The population is about 10,000 people, and in fact you can cross most parts of the town in just 15 minutes walk, but I also saw that some hiking trails that people were taking. Unfortunately, we didn't have much time for that. There is nothing much to do in this town, but it looks absolutely cozy, and the scenery, the mountain scenery around, we love it. So I definitely recommend you to stop by here, at least for some time. The funny and sad thing about these drone shots is that seagulls attacked my drone and almost killed it, but everything was okay. And welcome to Dari, another small and cozy town just 10 minutes drive from the previous one. We had a small hike there around to see the views, and then we went to the old town, which is famous that it's located on the rock. And I still didn't get used to the fact that locals start drinking at 11 in the morning, but it is what it is. The thing that I liked in this area is that towns are connected by pedestrian road as well, so people can have a nice walk along the sea. Anyways, our final stop for the day was San Sebastian, the most touristy place in Basque country, and it's not surprising. San Sebastian was the European capital of culture in 2016, and it's easy to fall in love with it. Super clean, green, many things to do, and very beautiful. I decided not to film much there so that I can have a decent time with my friends, but I hope you'll get the idea about the city. From what I was told, this sea might seem quite calm, but it's actually wrong. It's super wavy, so I'm not surprised that they put so much rocks between the city and the sea. It's like a little rocky. Oh my god. I see so many Vimaraners in Spain, guys, that it just breaks my heart knowing that I can't take my baby boy with me. I miss Lucky so much. Can't wait to see him again in summer. Stunning. Honestly speaking, like most other tourists, I preferred San Sebastian than Bilbao. But I still think it's worth visiting for a day, each city, and of course its surroundings. It was super beautiful, guys. I really enjoyed my time in the north of Spain, and I recommend each of you to visit the Basque country at least once in your life. So guys, this is already the end of my video, and I really hope you enjoyed this and learned something new about this part of the world. And while I'm going to the airport right now, I really hope you will leave your comment in the comment section, because I'm reading all your feedbacks. Push the like button, and if you haven't done so, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and I'm gonna see you next week. Let's explore the world together, shall we?